If you've been around laptops long enough, you know there's a very specific category that quietly sells the most units in the world, not the flashy gaming rigs, not the ultra-premium creator machines, but the simple, practical, just get the job done, laptops. And this one right here sits right in that lane. This is the Lenovo IdeaPad 1 Gen 7 with Intel Core i3-1215U, 16GB of RAM, a massive 1TB SSD, and a 15.6-inch FHD touchscreen. And on paper, this is one of those spec sheets that makes you pause for a second and think, okay, what's the catch? Because at this price tier, you usually expect compromises. Maybe slow storage, maybe 8GB RAM that struggles after a few Chrome tabs, maybe a display that feels like it came from another decade. But Lenovo is clearly trying to push the IdeaPad line into a more modern essentials category here. So let's talk about it. First, the design. This is classic Lenovo budget minimalism. Clean gray finish, lightweight build, nothing flashy, no aggressive gaming lines, no RGB distractions. It's the kind of laptop you can carry into a classroom, office, or coffee shop without it screaming for attention. It's thin enough to slip into a backpack easily, and light enough that you don't really think twice about carrying it every day. Now the display, 15.6-inch Full HD touchscreen. And this is actually one of the more underrated parts of this machine. In this segment, touchscreens are still not always guaranteed. Having that extra layer of interaction makes it feel more modern, especially for scrolling, casual browsing, or even light productivity. Colors are what you'd expect in this range, decent, functional, not trying to win any creative awards, but absolutely fine for Netflix, YouTube, documents, and everyday use. Performance is where things get interesting. Inside, you've got the Intel Core i3-1215U. Now don't let the i3 label fool you too much. This is a newer hybrid architecture chip with efficiency and performance cores working together. In real-world terms, that means everyday tasks feel smooth. Web browsing, office apps, Zoom calls, multiple tabs, all of that runs comfortably. And then you pair that with 16GB of RAM. That right there changes the conversation. Because most laptops in this price range still try to survive on 8GB, which can feel tight pretty quickly. Here you've actually got breathing room. Multitasking feels more stable, switching between apps doesn't immediately slow things down, and overall it just feels less restricted. But the real wild card is storage, 1TB SSD. And honestly, this is where the IdeaPad 1 starts punching above its weight. A full terabyte in a budget laptop is not something you see every day. That means fast boot times, fast file access, and enough space to basically stop worrying about storage management for a long time. Photos, videos, documents, downloads, you're not constantly cleaning up space like you would on smaller drives. Now, of course, this is still not a performance machine. You're not buying this for heavy video editing, AAA gaming, or 3D rendering workflows. That's not the point. This is built for productivity, study, office work, streaming, and general everyday computing. And in that role, it's actually very comfortably positioned. Port selection is practical too. You've got HDMI, USB options, SD card reader, all the things that quietly matter more than people admit until they need them. Wi-Fi 6 support is also a nice touch, making sure your wireless connectivity doesn't feel outdated. Battery life is very real-world budget laptop. Not groundbreaking, but enough to get you through classes, work sessions, or a few hours of mixed use without constantly hunting for a charger. And Windows 11 Home comes pre-installed, so you're getting the full modern Windows experience out of the box. What stands out most about this laptop isn't any single headline feature. It's the balance. It's trying to be a no-drama machine. Something you buy, set up in a few minutes, and just start using without tweaking anything. And that's kind of the entire philosophy here. Not exciting on paper in a flashy way, but very practical in real life. So if you're someone looking for a budget-friendly daily driver, a student laptop, or even a secondary machine for work and travel, this sits in that safe recommendation zone where it's hard to completely go wrong, as long as your expectations are aligned. Because at the end of the day, this isn't trying to be the fastest laptop in the room. It's trying to be the most useful one in its price bracket. And for a lot of people, that matters more. If you want to check it out, the link is provided in the description.